Awesome. Thank you for tuning in. Hey, what's up, High Low News family? Welcome to another episode of the Can We Talk podcast, our show powered by High Low News. And today we have an amazing person on the show. This is the show where we talk to dope people in the community doing dope things. And today is no different. I'm really excited to have our next guest on because they have a resource that you need to know about. They have a new school that's opening. And so I know we're always talking about education and having great learning environments for our students. You're going to want to know all about this school. So without further ado, I would love to welcome to the show Miss Saliha Nelson. Hey.
Hey, thanks for having me on.
No, and see, I want to give the people the real because I have been rescheduling and wasn't feeling best. And Dr. Nelson has been a trooper and so kind. And so I am so grateful that you still took the time to talk to me today and work with my schedule and all the pivots I had to make. So that right there shows me, guys, like whatever she got going on, y'all need to be with it because she is a trooper.
No, we are all busy, and sometimes, we just run ourselves too hard, and we just need to take a break and come back refreshed. So no worries.
That part. Look, I want to get all into Urgent Academy and just learning more about it and sharing that with the audience. So, for people who, you know what, I feel like this. Let's take a little step back because I know about Urgent Inc. So I would say let's tell the people a little bit about your background and the work that you've been doing in the community for, a long
30,
time now. So
30
you're
years
embedded
this
in
year.
and tried and true. So tell me a little bit about your background.
Yeah, so some folks may know me from Urgent Inc. And Urgent Inc. is a creative youth development nonprofit that we're actually celebrating 30 years this year. So we've been working in the community for a long time based in historic Overtown. And some of you may have seen our film interns out in the community. We have a high school internship for film, arts, culture, and entrepreneurship. Matter of fact, we're interviewing young people right now for their summer internship. And we also have a summer camp that we're enrolling kids for as well. This year, we're back at the University of Miami for 6 weeks. So if they haven't found a summer camp, please look us up on urgentinc.org. But as part of our 30-year celebration, celebrating, this tremendous milestone, we are launching Urgent Academy, a private middle school in historic Overtown, opening this fall for 6th, 7th, and 8th graders.
That is amazing. And so what was the I guess the idea behind starting the school? Because you like you said, you guys have been doing Urgent Inc. for I knew it was over 20 years, but I didn't know 30 years. That's quite a milestone and quite an accomplishment. What was the idea and the mission behind starting a middle school in Overtown?
Well, we've been working in the out of school space. So we've been doing after school programs, summer camps, internships, really focused in that out of school time learning. But what we realized is that our young people really needed a much smaller and caring community where they could express their creativity, and also an education and a learning environment that will celebrate connection, culture, and community.
I love it, love it. And so for students and parents who are interested in Urgent Academy, what can they expect as students and parents of students who attend Urgent Academy?
So, Urgent Academy is one of Miami's only project based learning schools that also includes a career and technical education focus. And so, when we talk about project based learning, we're really talking about experiences, hands on learning, where young people get to explore their curiosities and their passions through doing projects not only in the classroom, but out in the community. So we have a host of community partners that are going to be welcoming our students to learn out in the community, but we're also going to be doing that hands-on exploration and curiosity making in the classroom. And one of the other unique features about Urgent Academy is that we leverage student interest. And so that means that each trimester, students are going to be able to develop a passion project, and their learning coach is going to help them build skills and competencies where they can use their interests to learn the skills that they need.
That is amazing. I really, really love hearing this, especially about education. And we hear so much, especially going into Florida and all the things that we've had. I won't go into all those details because it's not about that. But like to have another alternative for our students in the community is really amazing. And I was looking at some of the information on the school. So you guys had some really interesting subject matters and things that I don't really get to see in a lot of public schools or other schools in general. Can you go into some of the subjects or areas of interest that kids could study while they're at Urgent Academy?
Well, from the career and technical education standpoint, they're going to be able to explore creative careers in film, arts, photography, design, and other creative technologies as part of their experience. And when they're doing their projects, it's not like they're going to be going to a math class or going to an English class, science class. We have the projects are going to encompass all of those academic content and standards within the project. So it's really about applied learning and discovery. And so young people are going to be able to take their own path to get to building the competencies and skills that they need. Every young person is going to be integrally involved in designing their learning plan. And that's going to be in consult with their learning coach, their parent, and community mentor. And then at the end of every trimester, they're going to be having to present their learning to not only their peers and teachers, but to the community. And that's where they're going to be able to share, what they learned, how they got there, demonstrate their project, also share their challenges and how they're planning to continue to build moving forward.
Nice. And you said trimester. So is this a year-round school?
Well, our school year is not year round, but instead of your two primary semesters, we have a trimester. So it'll be three 12-week sessions where young people will develop their projects and learning over that time. And then in the summer, we have Summer Bridge. So for any of our new students or returning students that want to make sure that they are staying abreast of their skills, they're going to be able to attend our Summer Bridge program. Matter of fact, we're enrolling right now for our Summer Bridge session. So, for example, if a young person wants to sign up for our summer camp or a parent wants their child to attend for the summer camp, they're going to be able to get a Close the Gap scholarship to attend Urgent Academy. And I also want to share, since we're a private school, we are going to be taking the Step Up scholarships and the Family Empowerment scholarships to help pay tuition. And if they get their application in by May 31st, they can be eligible to apply for our Close the Gap scholarship. So that way, they're not going to have anything out of pocket just for the uniforms like they would normally budget.
Nice. That's really amazing. I was going to ask you about like payment and cost and how, could a parent who's interested in this be able to subsidize their kids' education. So I'm glad you broke that down and let people know like there's different options for them. So there's not just a certain income level of student that can attend here. This is for all students.
This is for all students, and we're committed to working with all families to access this high quality and engaging and empowering curriculum that we have. And I have to say that we're very proud that we, as youth development professionals, we concentrate on the whole child. That means we're looking at building young people's personal qualities, have them be leaders in their education, and also acknowledge the creativity that they bring to the table. And really, we trust students to build those skills over time and lead in their education. So it's not a school where they're going to sit back and hide, where they're going to be engaged and filled with curiosity. And we also believe that there can be joy in learning.
I love that, and I love the fact that it is a Black-owned, minority-owned school and led school, and so it's a safe space for all students. And I'm so excited that we have this in our community. Is there any deadlines or any important dates that parents are interested caregivers need to know about?
Yes, for us, our priority deadline is May 31st. So parents can get in their application now. That way, they'll be eligible for our Close the Gap scholarship. And then also, we're enrolling for the summer bridge camp for the middle school students. So if you have a rising sixth, seventh, or eighth grader, they have a great place to spend the summer and also get acclimated on the school culture and the model and the experiences they can expect in the fall. So it's really a test runway for students to be ready on day one in the fall. So May 31st, they can go to our website, urgentacademy.org. They can complete the application or their interest form if they would like to learn more. I'm available to have one-on-one sessions with parents and their child. We want to make sure that the young person knows what the parent is getting them into, and they have the ability to learn more directly from that info session.
And just so everyone, that if you're looking at this screen, I have the flyer up. It has information on there. It has the website as well. And Dr. Nelson, I want to give you one last opportunity to be able to just kind of like just give everybody the information and tell them why they need to apply for this school and anything that I may have left out. Definitely want to give you an opportunity now to kind of, lay that all out for the audience.
Yeah, so if you're problem solving around where your young person is going for middle school because you've missed the magnet school deadline and your child did not get into that arts program of choice, Urgent Academy is an option. If you're a homeschool family that now has children middle school age and you want to get them a more social environment, our small learning community would be a perfect transition for your young people. And if you're looking for an opportunity to have your young person engaged and active in their own learning, Urgent Academy is a good choice. And I'd love to share with you more about how we can meet the learning needs of your child this fall.
Love it. And what's that website and contact information for people who are interested and want to apply?
Yes, they can go directly to our website at urgentacademy.org or they can give me a call at 754-263-1068. And they can also find us on Instagram at Urgent Academy.
Love it. And guys, if you're looking at this screen, you have all the information there. Like you said, you can connect with them on Instagram. And there's also too a QR code on this flyer. So if you want to scan the screen and get directly connected, you could do that as well. Man, this has been a really amazing. And I love the fact that you guys are doing this in the community and giving kids a creative and safe space to learn. Like I wish I had something like this when I was in middle school, but I'm so glad that you guys have this now for kids. They don't know how lucky they are for it to have.
Well, we hope to have you at the school getting engaged with the young people because I'm sure we have our journalists and our Instagram influencers that would love a mentor. So we'll be coming back and asking you that question.
Please, and I'm glad you brought that up because I was thinking about it and forgot. I was going to ask you, did you have any journalism or media focus areas, subject areas? Because I'm like, if there's ways for us to get involved, I would really, really love that. So
We
definitely hit me up
absolutely do.
offline
So
about that. And we actually worked with some of your students through my work with Papa Keith at the People Matter Fest, and Yvette Harris is
mm,
one of our board members. So they're really dope. They're really amazing. So to see that you're going to have a school fostering kids, especially in middle school, that's really a foundational time for students.
absolutely.
I think this is going to be really dope. And so please come back, give us updates if there's things with the school or Urgent Inc. that we need to know about. Please, please, please come back. You're a friend of the show, and I'm so grateful and so happy to be working with you guys, getting the word out on this.
Thank you so much. I appreciate Janey, and we look forward to having you back out in the fall.
No, definitely, definitely. And here's the thing: is there anything else that you feel like we should, be able to contact or get the word out? Just let me know. Also, too, I have a description. In the description box, I have a link also to the website, so you guys can go directly there and sign up for Urgent Academy. Thank you again, Dr. Nelson. I
Thank
really, really
you.
appreciate this. This was really, really good. I'm glad we got this information out for the community.
Thanks.
Thank you. Guys, it's been another amazing episode of the Can We Talk podcast powered by High Low News. Guys, follow us on all social media platforms on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, all the things. We are there. And also, too, go to our website, highlowNewsMiami.com. You can sign up for our email newsletter. We have exclusive content for all of our loyal followers and audience members. So, again, thank you guys for joining us on another amazing episode of Can We Talk podcast. Dr. Nelson, God bless and good luck on everything with Urgent Inc. and Urgent Academy. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.